Got it. Yep.
Are we on? Oh, hey. Got it.
Let's see.
Might be
I just
on.
got a YouTube notification.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, we're streaming? That's cool.
We are streaming.
There we go. We're now streaming live on YouTube. Excellent. So
get the hell out.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Oh, no, this is your RPG a day.
are we on? Oh,
Oh, we're there.
I think
Okay.
we're on.
We're totally on. All right.
We're professionals, people. Yes.
We know what we're doing.
There we go.
Sneeze and everything.
Well, turn off that damn RPG a day thing. Oh, hey, kids. What do we think? All right.
Ivan is actually frozen on my screen. Is it
I've got him.
Well, yeah, because I've got the YouTube open. Hold on for 1 second.
Too many things open at once. Yeah. There we go. So let's get this boat back on track before we lose any more subscribers. So it's been a month. You said 2 months. 2 months.
2 months.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
Felt a while.
Yeah, we
So
played June 16th last time.
Wow. Cool.
2022 though. That's not so bad.
Yeah, we've done worse. In brief, you guys were sent to recover a medallion by the owner of the Amethyst Ranch, right? And you sailed across the lake onto the island in the middle of it. First attempt going in didn't go so well. You got attacked and Kervok almost died. Went back, healed up, and returned. Fought a large crocodile on the entrance to what seems to be a temple or something. And let me share a screen real quick here, see if this works.
You're going to show us the map? We found the map in the dead guy's hand? Oh, no, you're showing us where we are. All right, cool.
Right. So you entered this area, descended some stairs into a hexagonal room, explored the chamber to the south where Tromwell found a sword, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
You explored the fountain in the center. One of you glimpsed the medallion inside the water. You were attacked by a spirit in the well, a water weird, and Kervork summoned 2 demonic slug-like things which crawled into the basin and basically consumed the water weird, allowing you to retrieve the locket. Faced with 3 more doors to explore, you made your way down south and up to another door which was locked, but fortunately you had recovered the key from that time when Kervork almost died. It was a disc with some bas-relief type of moons, right? 3 moons, and that served as a lock on the door. You walked inside this room with a passageway down the middle and water running along both sides. Did
I almost died. I almost
died.
The
water? Yes.
It was
Kervork almost died. He fell in the water.
Multiple times, I feel like.
Yeah, like piranha or something, wasn't there? Some
yeah, it was like a trick floor, right? So it tilted and you fell in the water, had to fight off some piranha, and finally made your way down to a large statue of the beings that you have seen before, right? They're like the elder beings of this area of Gemthrone Mountains, right? Suspected to be some sort of, progenitors or something, the people who've populated this area before you, and you found the kneeling figure of one of them, and they seem to be pretty big. At least all the depictions are big, and the ceiling and the corridors of this location where you're at are oversized, right? So the doors are like 15 feet tall, right? So the statue was wielding a gauntlet and a large ring-like disc. I think Kervork took it, right?
Kervork took it off, and then finally, I believe Hellborn might have actually thrown it and had nick the door and everything.
Somebody threw it. It turned into a disc, glowing disc of light, struck the door, right, and returned to the gauntlet at hand, right? The gauntlet has some jewels on it, and those light up with the same color, right? And it just returned flawlessly to whoever threw it. And there was some money, some coins, ancient coins on whatchamacallit, like a container in front of the statue.
Like a large one, like 1,000 or 2,000 silver pieces, quite a few.
Yes, and I believe that's where we left off.
Although I believe we also found some kind of amphora, which I tried the contents thereof.
Oh,
and maybe
that's right.
With the sword.
That's
that tasted
right.
minty fresh. We're not sure what it is, but I felt pretty good drinking it.
Right. Let me see.
So perhaps every morning I will use just a little bit. Not so fresh.
And you found this drink. I should have
mouthwash.
Because I think you might have found it before. Yes, you found it in the same room where you found the sword.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. So that's where we are.
I told you that was a useful item. So one of you guys can make good use of that. You doubted me the entire time. Let's go home. All right. What you now, guys? What?
Got a bit of a record.
So
I got a big record.
We have those 2 doors left to explore, right? See if there's anything else interesting down here.
Right.
So I suggest that we check the one to the east first.
To the east. Yeah, so it's the diagonal door.
Right.
Northeast.
Here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So listening at doors.
Listen, I have discern noise.
There you go.
I have 5 and 12. How much do you have, Laszlo? Discern noise?
Discern noise?
It's a thief skill, so it might be among your abilities.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
On old timer.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
look at that.
It has arrived in Puerto Rico before hitting Connecticut. So
Talanian, where is it? Yeah.
Okay, so 4 and 12. So a D4. Well, I'll just roll a D12.
Yeah, the 12.
Nope.
I got 5 and 12. Nope.
Unless we didn't level up to 3, did we?
Yeah, we were level 3.
Yeah, you start at level 3. Yeah.
Why didn't I change my? Okay. So then, yes, I did get it because I'm 5 and 12 on level 3.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
Are we level 3 to begin with?
Yes. Yeah, but
My apologies.
Didn't jot it down. He kept it at level 1 and his character should be ability.
No, I had it at 2, to be fair.
all right, so you hear a faint skittering sound, like something is moving. It's a little clacking sound, like something moving on stone.
Can I get a sense of how big?
It doesn't sound like it. It
Or
sounds
more
like,
than one thing?
it sounds like clicking. So it doesn't sound like thudding, right? So it's nothing heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could discern from that. Let's do some intelligence testing then to see if you can figure out how many different things there are. And I believe we were using.
We're doing a feat.
We were doing tests. I think
We're
we were
doing tests.
right?
Yeah, there's either
roll a d6 and make it low, man. I just start that way.
right, but we were using the
Yeah, test of strength type.
Test
So-
of
Yeah.
strength was
Yeah,
our
so-
template.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just roll
Okay.
the d6 and then.
No,
So,
not-
yeah.
not-
So that's 4. I've got 4 and 6 in intelligence.
Nice.
Really? You're that smart?
Man.
Yeah.
Go
Look
for
at the
it.
big brains on.
Fine.
Look at the big brains on Laszlo.
So do it. What did you get? A 4?
4.
Okay. So
Yep.
you get the sense that you're here a while trying to listen, right? So you're
Mhm.
like, and then you sort of hear this clicking. At one point, it seems to double up, right? So there must be at least 2 things moving in there.
Kervork, in spite of you tapping your toe over there,
Tapping my toe. I've been
I'm
dragging. I've been
I'm
dragging
hearing-
the corpse of an old timer because I failed to reanimate him. So he's just dragging the skeleton behind me. In spite of me tapping my toe, what?
it sounds like there's a couple things at least tapping around on the other side of this floor. Something not large. So bears are out, which is great.
You said there's some sort of clicking?
Yeah, it's a clicking kind of tapping on the chamber floor.
All right, so
So do we want to go in this door? Which I would advise against it because we hear a thing that wants to probably kill us. Or do we try the other
world
one?
is trying. What the world is trying to kill us. Let us not be afraid. Tromwell. How sturdy does that door look?
It looks pretty sturdy. It is. The construction here seems to, it's mostly stone, right? But the doors are metal, just like at the entrance. So
It's like an iron shot door.
yeah.
Okay, so I can't kick it open.
No, you're gonna have to push it open.
Right, so, all right, so I'll be ready with the unless somebody else wants to wield it, I'll be ready with the fancy throwing knife.
Can
I'll
I just
be- I'll
do a
be-
test of strength to see if I can push it open?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 4 and 6. 5, damn it.
Mm. So it seems to be partially rusted, right? So it's giving you difficulty to move.
Ugh.
Go for it again. I mean, if they probably already heard us here.
Yeah, it's
Get it
I
open.
think.
Backing up a little further.
Can I try again?
Yeah. It only takes time, right?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So now you force it open and it does screech loudly, but it does open inward, right? So you, who's carrying light, right? What's the lighting situation like?
Didn't we have that corpse carrying the torch or something?
Yeah, I got it. I have to drag him right now. He didn't animate the last time.
Riggers setting around his hands.
Okay.
Right. So the demons destroyed the water weird. So there was the water in the well was glowing, right? But it's gone.
Right.
Demons
So
consumed it.
does Kervork have a torch or?
Oh, yeah, I have a torch. I have a
Okay,
torch.
all right, okay.
So Kervork lights his torch, right? I assume he does this while
course.
Tromwell is trying to open the door.
Right.
And
Just a
so
little
it
bit.
just, it lights up the corridor and you can see that it turns a bit, right? And again, it's just the same featureless stone, right, in this place. And now you hear nothing.
Well, I don't see your bugaboos there, Laszlo. You sure you heard right? Was
Yeah,
it just the sound of me
because-
dragging an old timer here?
Because, Tromwell over there
All right,
slamming on the door probably
Scare them
Let
off.
him, scare them off to
They're,
their
they're
friends.
probably in ambush around the corner. Let's go, lion. We'll face them head on.
Yes.
Can I take a
You-
look? Can I take a peek inside to see if I detect it and if I look, see anything?
Well, the thing is that Kervork has the light source, right? So, and you can see from where you are at the door, you can see that the corridor turns, right? But you don't, there's no light coming from down there. So it's all dark except for the torch lighting the way. So
I'm trying this again. This is ridiculous.
Orc,
Damn it!
walk with it.
He says, I try again. I'm saying the words and the.
Let's
Yeah,
just go.
it's
Let's
useless.
just go. Tromwell and I will walk ahead and Laszlo.
All
and
right, I'll be
Kervork
right
will
behind
follow.
you.
all right. So you're going
Yeah.
2 by 2,
Yeah.
and it's the fighters in front and the wizard and Laszlo behind them. Okay, with a light. And so you keep going down the corridor, and it widens out, right, into a room. And in this room, there is rotted wood, cabinets and chairs and a table. There's cloth draped on the tables. One of the tables has collapsed, right? Like there was something on it. It spilled on the floor. It's difficult to see in the area, right? But the torch illuminates it's something glinting on the floor. There is broken pottery, right? And there's flashes of reflected torchlight from the floor in the center of the collapsed table, right? And there's other tables on the side and rotted cloth, right? It's not an empty space. There's things along the walls, right? Like cabinets and stuff like that. You see sensors, right? Like the dishes, like the deep dishes, right? Like something goes in there, like possibly coal or something that's meant to glow, right? Some light sources, but nothing that you can see as you go in. There are sections of the roof which have collapsed partially. You're not seeing the light come down from there. But the room is not intact. And there's like cobwebs everywhere. And that's when you get to roll for surprise.
Dun, dun, dun. What's the die for the surprise?
1d6.
Roll load.
Roll
Good.
high. There you
Oh,
go.
so, yeah, so, yeah, 6. Okay, good.
Cool.
Right.
All right. So at this point, multiple things happen. From behind one of the cabinets with the cloth, right, jumps out this horrendous creature, which is huge. It is it's shaped like a central carapace, right, with large segmented legs beneath it, right? It's almost walking. It's, you know, how regular spiders are almost hugging the floor, right? This thing is walking like this, right? Almost upright on its segmented legs, right? And it's 5 feet in diameter if it were splayed out. So it's at least 3 feet tall. And one of them is coming out from there. And it's going for Helvorn. But also emerging from the wreckage of the table where there's the glinting of reflected light, right? There's coins on the floor. That's what's given the reflection. From the wreck of that table, from beneath the cloth, another one is going toward Tromwell. And Laszlo catches a glimpse of motion out of his eye, right? And he realizes that there's one just
Coming
jumping down from the ceiling, right? The only one who's not threatened at this point is Kervork. So there's 3 very large crab spiders in front of you. And this is where we roll initiative.
Woo.
Declare actions. What are you going to do?
I'm going to toss the torch onto the cloth on the table to try to light that on fire.
Nice.
Near the crab
Yes.
spider. And also just to provide a lot more light.
Yeah.
Nice.
And heat, because it's cold down here.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I'm doing.
I plan to toss the knife at the hook knife at the spider that's approaching me.
Okay.
Tromwell swings mightily at the one that's coming at him with that sword that he found. You said it was like a big sword, right?
Yeah, it's two-handed if I recall correctly. Let me
Yep.
just look real quick. Where is it? Two-handed sword, and I might as well tell you it's two-handed sword +1 because I'll be forgetting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 3d4 damage in this version.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm pulling out my Morning Star or my Bug Squisher.
Cool. All right, so let's roll initiative.
D6, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
one
Roll
for the
high,
whole
man.
team. Yeah.
1.
Oh,
What the hell is that, Tromwell?
Oh, 1. There
Oh,
we go.
yes.
So we go
Squished a bug.
by initiative, correct?
By
By
Dex?
dexterity. I'm sorry.
Dexterity, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay, so whoever has more than 12 goes
Woohoo.
before the spiders.
I do.
I do. I think
What's
we all
your-
do, don't we?
What's your dexterity again?
I'm 13.
16.
Ooh,
15.
I got 14.
nice.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank goodness.
So I guess it's Kervork first, Jose, Tromwell, and Laszlo.
All right. So yeah, I'm trying to just toss the torch onto the
Onto the cloth
cloth.
to light it up. Okay.
And
So-
I'll run up, and you try to do that, as much as possible. So are we calling this melee? Or are we calling this missile? And that's
Mm,
I mean, if you're just walking up to it and putting the torch there, why would you have to roll?
right.
That's
Right.
what maybe should decide maybe what chance in 6 that it actually lights on fire. But I don't think you have to roll to touch a torch.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I'll do whatever you want me to
So
do.
roll a d6
Okay.
and pick what do you want to be the lighting of the fire? A 6? Higher?
it should be low to keep with
Oh,
the
it should be low.
mechanic. It should be low.
To keep consistent, it should be okay. Let's have a 1 or 2 and it catches fire on the die.
4. It's a little moldy.
4, yeah.
Come on.
so it's-
Come on.
it's
Catch.
kinda moldy and it's-
It's blowing on it.
And the
Come on,
thing
come
is, he's hitting it against the cloth, right? And so the light is flickering.
Nice.
So be careful with that. Hellborn.
All right, so as the crab comes at me, I throw this thing. Let's see. All right, gents, cue whatever you prefer, the Tron or the Crow music, because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my God. So the ring
Wish
lights
time.
up, right? So it just illuminates as a spinning disc of light, right? Of golden light.
And
And do
for
damage, please.
the crit, I rolled 3, so that's +2 + 2, so that's double damage. So it's 2d6 + 3.
Plus exactly for +2 for the weapon, plus whatever your strength
+1
modifier
for
is.
strength, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a total of 10 hits.
10 hits. Okay. Describe how this spider completely is dissected by the
So it's like a solid disc.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think he tosses it like he would toss a knife or an axe, right? Because those are his usual backup weapons. So he tosses it instead of like a Roman guy, he tosses it upright.
Vertically, yeah.
It
Okay.
goes between the jaws and comes out of the butt behind.
It just bisects the spider vertically, right? So it just and it it's sparks of light as the thing gets completely cut in two, and the disc returns to your hand, and the light once it hits your hand, the light fades again. It's like
Nice.
right. And Tromwell, Lion of the Veld.
Tromwell swings. That is 18 actually with this.
Nice.
18 hits.
Armor class -1. Yeah.
So that's what is it?
54 plus your strength and what else you got? A +1 for the sword.
That's 7. That's 11.
Nice.
11 points of damage.
All right. So that's another spider that's completely destroyed.
Ah!
You crush it. The weight of the sword just crushes it, right? It's ichor
Crumples
sprays.
under the weight, the heft of the weapon. Ah.
Yeah, so ichor explodes, right, and covers the area and part of the sword. Laszlo, one spider coming down at you.
Careful, can you hold that light still?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm trying.
Swing and a miss.
Is that a 1? Yes.
That's a
it is.
4.
Oh, a 4. Yeah. All right. So the thing is just, you just saw it out of the corner of your eye, right? So you barely in time pulling out your morning star, but you don't manage to get it. And what is your armor class?
Using the Demo speed shovel.
I'm AC 7.
All aluminum travel shovel.
Okay, so it doesn't actually land on you. You manage to move out of the way as you're pulling out your weapon, right? So the spider lands on the floor and immediately whirls around to face you. And next round. What's everybody doing this round?
I'm trying to light this thing on fire.
Kill it with fire.
Hit it with fire.
Everybody else is going to attack it, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, so let's roll initiative.
Just don't hit me.
5.
Oh, what?
Yes, your turn.
Oh, melee missile magic.
Right. So I guess Laszlo is right
Laszlo is first. 'cause
right
he's
in its
closer.
face, right?
Yeah,
So-
because again, just for refreshing, if you have to move to attack,
yes,
then you would go in the movement phase.
right,
You don't go in the melee phase.
right.
That keeps
Gotcha.
you.
Well, the
Okay.
movement magic missile. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see.
No, wait.
Melee missile magic.
Magic movement. That's it. Melee missile magic movement.
Swing.
Oh no.
Hold the damn light still, Careboard. Jesus.
Well, it's under the cloth trying to light it.
So,
So Kervork, roll for that lighting of the thing, because this is melee.
3.
that's right.
That's a 3. That's no.
That's a no.
This is
It's
too
still
silly,
it's really humid in here, and it's just the cloth is rotted, right, and it's not really catching. So who goes next?
Me.
There you go.
So I tossed this thing, hoping not to hit Laszlo,
Thank you.
and I hit armor class 2 for 6 hits.
Jeez. And this is what? And the disc
Yes,
again?
the disc, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it it hits. What was 6 hits that it did?
Yeah, 6
Yeah,
hits.
but again, it just smashes in and obliterates the spider as it returns to your hand. It's not even dirty. It's
I
like,
look at
it's
it and
like-
like, Kervik, you sure you don't want to use this?
and it makes a noise, right? It's boom. So
Damn.
yeah.
I imagine
So-
the light flickered in front of me, and I just all of a sudden see a dead spider
Dead
thing.
Spider. Yeah.
Like,
So is that-
well,
So hold on.
thanks
Is
for
that
whoever.
Is that disc a missile weapon, or is it
It's a missile. You can wield it as a. I suppose you could wield it. You know, it's sharp, so you could use it as a melee weapon. There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Okay.
So, so now that the excitement seems to be over, right? It's mostly cloth, right, that you find in the pieces of furniture along the periphery, right? And there's
Fireproof though.
you had a what?
Incredibly flame retardant cloth.
clearly. And you find, oversized rotted garments, right? Mostly white, and combined with like the pottery and the metallic sensors and stuff like that, you get a sense that this might be some sort of vestment, right? Or priest preparation room, right? But the good news is that the broken table with the container and the glinting light happens to be 200 pieces of silver that were put in that
Nice.
that collection. Apparently the weight of that over the years appears to have caused the table to collapse.
All right. We're getting a nice loot here. So far, you got 500 gold and 1,400 silver, gents.
Nice.
A lot of components with that.
Right. And so there's an opening here.
As our wealth increases.
Right. There's an opening there to the
north.
To the north. Correct.
I'm sick of this talk. Hold on for a second. And I just leave Old Timer's bones right there because I rolled a 2. And he's, I just can't take the magic anymore. His body is obviously just, unable to hold any more of the life force. Disgust. I just dropped the skeleton.
Let us proceed to the next chamber and see what awaits us there.
Nice. All right.
If we must.
So, so you make your way into this place, right? And there is another door on this wall. And this area has what appears to be beds, right? Oversized beds. And again, they're really big. At least twice. Well, maybe twice is a little bit too much. But almost, right? It's 9-10 feet long, where you would expect the bed to be, 5-6 feet long. I've seen medieval, I've seen beds for Spanish soldiers, and those things, it's like 4 foot long. So I have no idea how those guys slept. Apparently they slept sitting up. But anyway, the normal bed, let's call it 5-6 feet long. This is 9 feet.
What manner of creatures might sleep in such a bed?
There's elder beings. I found there's those three-eyed things.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they must, for other size and mysterious ways, they're still men. They're still asleep.
Yeah, and if they're not in them,
some sort of giant.
I mean, probably just wandering around then.
No, they've been dead for a long time. There's none of those around anymore.
I don't know.
Kervark, from you, that's not reassuring.
I've heard that some giants are pretty intelligent and able to build, though I think most of those live up in clouds. They wouldn't live down here.
Let us see if they hide any wealth underneath their accommodation.
So you're saying we're gonna toss to them? I like it.
No.
Go check. You gonna check under the beds, Tromwell?
Under the beds.
Right. So
Kervark, give him a light, huh?
Right. All right.
So you look under the beds, and there doesn't seem to be anything of value, right? There's some broken crockery and rotted cloth from may have been bags or purses or bedrolls or whatever, but nothing nothing of value in this place.
Lint.
There's several beds, right? So it's must have been some sort of dormitory.
It looks
Dust
like a
bunny,
pillow.
lint.
Yeah. Yeah, but it looks like a pillow for us.
Nothing else here. Let's go down these. Are these stairs going up or down?
There's a door right there,
But
but
also door.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
no, that's okay.
So that's,
Last one? You want to let
is
listen to
that
the door
door,
again?
Laszlo?
What
Maybe we
kind of
shouldn't do
door?
this.
What kind of door
Again?
is it?
There's a door. There's a door there.
You
Kind of
gotta
door
go
is it?
listen. Yeah.
Tromwell is just gonna slam through it anyway, but yes, I'll go ahead and listen. All right. Doo-doo.
You've come to know Tromwell well.
All
That
right,
works, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So now, instead of a clicking noise,
Oh,
what?
hold on. Sorry, I rolled the wrong die.
Uh-oh.
It's supposed to be a D12.
Oh, there we go.
That's cocked. That's cocked. No, that's the wrong die.
Well,
7. No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. 6. So nope. We don't hear.
All right. So instead of the clicking sound, as I was saying, now you hear
Nothing.
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 Yeah.
Well, Tromwell, I mean, it's not like you weren't gonna. And he just gestures to the door.
All right. 1.
My morning star is already out this time.
Yeah. So 1 is to open the door, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you managed to open the door. And what you see is a set of stairs going down. And again, these are like oversized stairs, right? Going down the corridor.
We're at least 6 feet under now, at least.
Mhm.
And so the light from the torch barely reaches the turn in the corridor, right? You can see the door, and this one is like a wooden door, right? This is not a metallic door, and the light barely reaches this corner, right? So it's faint, but then you hear a screeching sound, which is not loud. It's very faint, and it sounds like a metallic scratching. It's like the opening of the door, right? When Tromwell opened the metallic door and it screeched against the floor, but it's prolonged. It doesn't seem to end, and it's very faint. It's you only hear it now because the door opened, made a little bit of noise as Tromwell opened it, but not much. But now you hear it.
So it's like something would be dragging.
Dragging metal across the floor.
Okay.
And that's when you see the very large skeleton turning the corner. It's 9 feet tall.
Kirk, one of your friends.
Its
I said they were dead.
skull has 3 eye sockets, right?
Ooh.
Normal 2 and 1 in the middle of the forehead. And it's a skeleton. It's got rags on of what appears to be perhaps some leather from some prior form of armor, but this just strips. It is dragging a large sword similar to the one you have in your hand, Tromwell, but this one looks rusted and pitted. The blade is rusted and pitted, right? So it's not shiny and looking in good condition like yours. And it's turning the corner and it's looking towards you. And then you see the other 2 skeletons coming right behind it.
Ta-da.
And a fourth turns the corner as well.
They turning the corner towards us or away
Towards
from
you.
us?
Yes,
Okay.
towards you. And I think we should roll initiative.
One would not know. So one would not know. The likes of us would inspire such fears in the.
So you can see the skeleton dragging the sword and lifting it off the floor, right? And beginning to grab it in both hands as the others kind of do the same, right? So what are your plans?
Charge head first into the fray with a swinging sword.
That sounds good to me.
How close are these things to us? They're pretty, like, if he
This
swings,
is-
he's gonna hit us.
No, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 feet.
40 feet.
40 feet. They're turning the corner, right? So it's, and these rooms are big, right? The corridors are 10 feet wide. So it's an oversized, you've been noticing this since you came in, right? Very high ceilings, very wide corridors.
Okay.
Careful. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try and I'm actually gonna try and run up on one of them
Okay.
with the quickness to take us. I mean, that's my movement. I'm gonna eventually try to take a shot at him.
Okay.
Actually, well, no, that would be part of the next movement because I can't do a climb right now, can I? With my movement, can I do a run at him? Because my movement's 50. Can I run
No.
at him and try and climb
Climb what? What do you want to climb?
one of the skeletons?
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, baby.
sure. I guess. Why not?
Okay, so I've gotten 8 and 12 on the climb,
Okay. So,
but I'll wait. I'll
let's-
wait for initiative.
Yeah, let's roll initiative first. Kervok,
Spell.
spell, okay, and Helvorn.
I'm gonna follow Tromwell into the fray because this, I think we're gonna need the multi attacks at some point.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so Jorge, roll initiative.
That's a 3.
Okay,
Oh, come on.
and that is a 6. So
Ooh.
good news, bad news. It's kind of so the skeletons. I've been dragging the blades and lift them up, and suddenly they rush at you, right? But they're really big, so I'm gonna have. Well, they're big, but they're not that big. So let's say that the 3 in the front can attack. And the front rank, unfortunately, is Helvorn and Laszlo. Helvorn and Tromwell.
Thank you.
So, yes, my mistake. So here we go. So let's roll the first attack on Helvorn. Oof. What is your armor class?
3.
3. So that hits you, unfortunately. And 9 points of damage.
Oh,
Oof.
And Tromwell, what's your armor class?
I think it's 4. Hold on.
Yeah. That's a 12.
You probably have studded leather,
Yeah.
so that's armor class 6 plus your dexterity is probably +1, right? So
Yeah.
armor class
5.
5 unless you have something else.
I have thick skin.
So
but-
what is it again? 5?
I think, yeah, because I think thick skin,
Those provide a +1 bonus.
it provides a +1 bonus. Body armor does not stack with this ability, but thick skin does provide +1 AC. Yeah, so a +1 in light armor. So yeah, so you got armor +4. Yeah, so you got
Yeah.
it right.
4. Mhm.
Armor class 4.
Yes.
Okay. So the second skeleton, smashes at you, but you manage to sidestep the blow, right? And so it hits the stairs where you are standing.
Ah,
Yeah. And so the last skeleton, let me see who it's gonna attack. 1, 2, 3 is Jorge. It's Jorge, yes. So it's the second skeleton tries to hit you and fails miserably. The Lion of the Veld manages to sidestep once again.
I dance around their blades.
Yeah. All right. So who goes first? Melee guys.
Go for it, Tromwell.
Yeah. Devil take the hindmost. Natural 20, baby.
All right, so roll a d6 first.
I'm guessing that hits.
Roll a d6.
Yeah, hang on one
6.
second. Let
So
me
6. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna roll 9d4 plus your strength and the +1. You don't multiply the bonuses.
Wait, how much? How many? 94?
9d4 because that's triple damage.
Wow. Okay.
9d4.
That is 8. 8 plus 9, that's 17. And full damage. 17 plus 12, that's 29.
29, and so that's probably 32.
32.
Jesus. So your sword
Yes.
slams into this giant skeleton, right? And it just, the sheer weight of the large blade, right, just like smashes into the skull and down the central axis, right? So the spine crumbles and collapses under the weight of the blow along with the skull. So the entire skeleton just collapses to the floor, right? And the sword goes clattering down the stairs. The rusted sword, right? The skeleton hand just falls down the stairs. And yeah, that guy is dead again. So Hellborn.
All right, so that's 16. That's armor class 1
Armor class 1 hits
for 9 hits.
for 9 hits of damage. All right, so
We said these guys are all wearing like rags, right? They're not wearing any kind of armor.
right,
Okay.
yeah, they're not that hard to hit.
Pepe, so wait, hold on.
Right.
How for when you hit a critical,
You roll a d6.
You roll a d6.
And then for fighters, 1 or 2 is just +2 damage. 3 and 4 is double damage. And 5 and 6 is triple damage. But only the dice.
Okay.
Only the dice, not the modifiers.
For clerics and rogues and monsters, 1 is +1, 2 and 3 is +2, 4 and 5 is ×2, and only 6 is ×3.
Okay.
And for magic users, it's +1 +1 +2 +2 ×2 ×2.
See, this is why we play with Jose.
Yes.
Because I have no idea, and I'm the DM. So, but this is why the system it's pretty cool. I didn't used to like the criticals, but now I do.
I usually didn't like
Yeah.
criticals, and I let Ivan talk me into it, and this is interesting.
This is pretty cool. Yeah. So that's Hellborn. Okay, so your sword is not, unfortunately, not as heavy as the two-handed weapon that Tromwell is deploying, and so you managed to knock off a couple of ribs off the creature's rib cage, right? But the central skeleton is still
Intact.
moving, right?
But Laszlo is there, and he's gonna finish it.
But Laszlo has his Morning Star?
Yeah,
Well, I gotta get up there first.
you're
No,
right
they
behind him.
well, no, the thing is they won
Yeah.
initiative, so
Yeah, because so I've still got my movement to do. Unfortunately.
no, they the two of them
They
moved up
closed
to
in on us. They're in melee with
Right.
us, so you just
Right.
have to
Oh,
step
okay.
forward. You just have to take a
Yeah,
step
actually,
forward.
I think I messed that up. It should have been, well, no, it's
No, they
not
won
moving.
initiative.
Right, they won
They
initiative.
won initiative, so they got
Right.
all their actions in. Yeah, it's
Right.
not complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my roll to climb, which is 8 and 12. Son of a.
Okay, so you can't get close enough because the blades are swinging. right? So that's probably why you can't really climb it, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
because you failed, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
maybe
crazy.
yeah.
So with that fail, I'm out of action though, right? I guess I've got to wait till next initiative.
Yeah, your intent wasn't to attack it; it was just to approach and climb it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna say that doesn't work, right? So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So then we have Kerbork the Morbid.
All right, the morbid cast a spell. Let's make sure that the spell actually works. Oh, I hate this system. Roll a 2. Roll a 2. I'm trying to cast invisibility to undead, but I mispronounce a word.
And it doesn't go.
They
Yes.
I can still see. Oh, oh man, I can start the incantation again. It's ridiculous. Okay.
So was it a critical failure?
Was it a critical failure?
What level is the spell?
It's a level 1, so hold on for a second.
Okay, no. So if it's a level 1, you should be good.
Yeah, okay,
Thank
so it wasn't a
goodness.
1. It wasn't a 1. It was a 2. Okay, thank goodness.
Cool.
Right, so
Very
declare
close.
for next round.
So next round, what's the actions now? There's
I can-
There's still 3 of them.
Spell.
I'm hacking and slashing.
Okay,
Spell. I'll be right back, fellas. I'm casting a spell.
go for it.
Yeah, I'm swinging. Tromwell's swinging his mighty weapon at one of the skeletons.
And
All
last
right.
one.
Yeah. I'm going to swing my Morning Star.
Okay,
And
cool.
let's roll them bones.
5.
Yes.
All
1.
right.
Yes.
Okay, so
So
Let me-
melee.
let me try again to get this guy down.
Mm-hmm.
First attack. That's armor class 0 for
Okay.
9 more hits.
Nice.
So he's taking 18.
So now, with this blow, you manage to
Get the Atlas.
you fracture the vomer at the
Yeah.
base of the no. Actually hit the scapula of one of its arms, right? And so the one of the arms collapses, right? You hit the shoulder blade, managed to knock it off the skeleton and take a couple of ribs with it too.
So it's still up, is what you're telling
But
me.
it's still up, and
All
it
right.
still has the sword in its hand.
Second attack.
Ooh,
I have expertise with the
that's right. Go for it.
with the longsword. Weapon mastery, sorry.
That's
Oh, even better. That's no, that's not a 17, that's a 12. So that's a armor class 3.
yes, that does hit.
10 hits more.
10 hits more. And that is just sufficient
To topple it.
to topple it. You know, maybe you catch it in the spine, right? And the whole
Yeah.
the thing just collapses on itself, right? And the skull breaks when it hits the floor, and its weapon clatters lifeless to the floor. 2 more remain.
Nothing Tromwell can handle.
There we go. Tromwell swings. Another natural 20.
Oh my
All right.
God!
Roll a d6.
Roll the d6.
5.
So
Oh
that's
my
triple.
God.
That's triple damage again.
Same as before.
Yes.
Jeez.
That is
94 plus 3.
8 plus 8, 16. Plus
so it took me
11, that's
3 hits.
28, 31 points of damage.
Oh my
31.
God.
Whoa, really?
31.
You just
Jeez. Same deal. This time with an upstroke, right? Two-handed upstroke. And it just shatters the rib cage and severs the cervical spine, and head goes flying off, and all pieces of skeleton collapse to the floor.
What
Tromwell
will
loses itself in the exultation of battle.
is
Cromwell,
Tromwell?
save me one to animate. Save me one to
Cromwell.
animate. What are you doing?
Tromwell, what's your weapon mastery on? Is it on 200 swords?
No, it's on axis, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. But hey, this works. So, all right. So I'm guessing Laszlo is up, and Laszlo, I expect the same thing from you that we just saw from Tromwell.
oh yeah. So Laszlo plants his feet and is gonna two-handed swing this thing, aiming for a femur or something.
Go for it.
AC 9
AC 9 is unfortunately not good enough.
swings and a miss.
So
Why are
swing
you
and a
using
miss.
Dell's dice?
We're gonna have to ship Jim some dice too.
No, I'm about to stop using these digital.
All right,
Awesome.
so Kervork the Morbid.
Okay, right, so now we've lost 2 of them. And so at this point,
3
I'm fearing
skeletons are dead. Yeah, there's
3
only
of
one
them are
left.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And this time I'm fearing for my buddy Laszlo. So even though I was going to cast Invisibility on Dead again, I'm going to instead cast the Forest of Bones.
Ooh, what does
Attempt to
this
do
do?
that. And this actually, makes the hands and arms start to come right out of the floor or the ground
Nice.
and you can grab the thing and it slows them down. So let's see, Forest of Bones. We're making sure that's a 2nd level spell. Okay, cool. So I do make it. So then right around the thing, it's like a they have to make a sorcery saving throw. If they fail, it's held fast for the duration of the spell. And if not, then they do half movement rate.
All right.
So the skeleton needs to make a sorcery save.
That is a 3. He's not making
Okay.
that saving throw.
So other bones, perhaps other giant arms from, from
Nice.
long dead.
Yeah, maybe the arms of the skeletons that have already been destroyed,
Yeah,
right?
whatever works. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Grab
them.
it, right? And so it's sort of like trying to shake off. And it's time for initiative on the next round. And because of that, I'm going to give it a -1 penalty to its
Ready?
initiative. So actions.
I'm gonna try and assist Tromwell. That's my plan.
I might as well sit down. I'm
Oh,
gonna
come
try. I'm gonna try and go on the
every,
backswing. Maybe I'm really a switch hitter. And
every hit point helps, right? So
Yep.
smack it. Yeah.
hit
So-
it first.
3 melee attacks. And what is Kervork doing?
I will do another magic.
Cool. All right. So initiative. Jorge.
All righty.
Hey, Captain.
1. It's got a 5 -1 is 4. It's unfortunately still beats your initiative. And so this is the one attacking Laszlo, I believe.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
So I think it's gonna try and hit.
You're supposed to
you.
move once it got immobilized. What's wrong with you, Laszlo?
So what's your armor class?
It is 7.
It hits.
Yeah.
So
Wait, hold on. Let me double check something. Nope.
I'm wearing
never mind.
leather armor.
Yep. I am wearing leather armor, and I need to stop wearing armor. That's what I need to do.
or put on heavy armor or something. I don't know. 7 hits. So it swings the sword at you and hits you for 7 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
But that's its turn. What are you guys up to?
Go for it, Laszlo. You're closest. So
Laszlo, hit it. You got to get some payback on this skeleton.
Okay. I went with a new die. Nope.
Oh, no.
kill it.
Armor class 11.
Armor class 11. No. Sorry.
Tromwell.
I'm about to be done with these digital dice.
All right. Here you go. 15. That's armor class 0.
Oh, you hit.
That is 9 plus 3, 12 points of damage.
What kind of damage is that?
All right. So,
Yeah.
so again, it's disappointing now.
All right.
So
What
again,
a jip, right?
you know, you hit it, you knock off some ribs, but but the thing pulls back, right? And so it's gathering its balance again and lifts the sword in both hands, trying to line up for a strike. But I guess that's when Helvorn comes in.
All right. With my sword, that's 11 plus 2, 13. That's armor class 4.
Armor class 4 hits. Yes.
You know, holy crap. This is the, let me see. These are the dice from Dwarven Forge. Is it called? No, Nordic Foundry.
North Foundry. Yeah.
This D8, I have only rolled 7s and 8s in this session.
It's good.
So
Weighted dice from Nordic.
Yeah, no joke. So I know where to go get my 20.
Plus, this bag is nice.
Nice.
So 10 hits.
10 hits. All right. So again, more bone flies off, but nothing vital along the axial skeleton, right? So it's still standing.
I got it in the pinky.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe you knocked off a couple of forearm bones. Kervork.
Gerrick was going to cast Shocking Grasp. He's got to be able to touch this thing, so he's got to make a touch attack on this thing.
Nice.
And I guess the only thing that's not ignored is metal armor. So first, I'm going to try to touch it with a. What am I touching? There for a second. I am going to. Armor class 3 by touching it.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, goody. All right. I'm going to make sure the spell actually goes off, and it does. Thank goodness. And now, I would love to use Jose's 8, but I'll use this other one. And that is on the floor, but it's a 1.
1 damage.
1 damage.
All right. So, couple of ribs burst open, right? Like the bone marrow pops out, right? It's dry anyway, so you just burn the bones with the electricity coursing through them, right? But the hand bones, right? The fingers and the hands, that's probably because of the sword is metal, right? So it probably concentrates there. Still, the hands are smoking, and maybe a finger bone or 2 pops off, but not enough to deter it. It's still
I mean,
integrity is holding.
These things are kept together not by ligaments, but by necromantic energy, right? So you can shatter bones left and right, but until
That's correct.
you utterly destroy it.
Right. All right. So next round, same plan.
Yep.
Here we go.
Just like,
Initiative. 5 initiative.
yes.
3, your turn. Who goes first again? Jose?
Yeah. Dex?
No.
Yep.
Yeah, Jose. Jose goes
Yeah,
first.
everybody's on top of it. So
Right. Okay, so a couple of attacks on this dude. First attack. Okay, that doesn't look so good. That's 8. That's armor class 9.
No.
Second attack. That's 11. That's armor class 4.
Yes, that hits.
For 10 more hits.
10
Yeah.
more hits. All right. And so finally, this time you shatter the pelvis and the whole thing crumbles to the floor in a pile
I
of
got
dust.
it right in the iliac crest. I'm used to
Yes.
that in real life.
That's your favorite spot, isn't
Yeah.
it?
An upward swing catches it in the vitals.
Thank
Or where the
God.
vitals once used to be.
And so it collapses to the floor.
Whew.
Thank goodness.
Scary.
I
And
imagine it collapses all around Laszlo.
Right.
Like just as in
On
a
top of
front
Laszlo, yeah.
to all the, he's still swinging blindly.
The chip bones scratch you for 5 points of
You
damage.
guys couldn't leave me. And I'm picking up a couple of the bones. I'm like, you guys couldn't leave me one intact. You
Well,
couldn't be careful.
What do you need to animate? Does it has to be an intact? human
has to be an
skeleton?
intact skeleton. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't even know if I can really intact something
Earlier-
that large.
Earlier, I was speaking, obviously, game stuff. So now I turned to him and said, "Wait, Kerberg, I thought you explained to us these things were animated by necromantic energy, and the
Yeah,
only
they're-
way
well,
to
no,
put them
it's-
down was to destroy them utterly."
It just needs the complete skeleton. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can animate one.
Maybe you can
Like making skeletal
scavenge
skeleton,
one
yeah.
good skeleton out of 4.
All right, question. Does anybody else imagine that as he's trying to assemble a skeleton here, he's like under his breath singing the hip
Like,
bones connected to the
absolutely.
leg bone?
Yep, absolutely.
No, it's this one. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, keep going. Yeah. Something fingers, some bone, and something, and no.
Damn, that was good. So is there any? Oh well, this is just a hallway, so we don't see if there's any.
Yeah, well, to make a long story short, you do search the adjacent rooms and there's nothing else to be found. Rooms 6 and 7. Oh no, my bad. In this room over here to the west, the room to the north is empty. There's nothing there, but the room to the west seems to be the barracks room or guard room, right? And so there's, the other one is just is the barracks proper, right? This is where they would sleep, but the room closest to the door is a guard room. And so, there's a table and there's a gear and there's more weaponry, only it's all rusted, right? And nothing here is really useful. The one thing that you do note is that all the skeletons are, wearing this rotted leather, right? And it's just strips of leather, really, that are left in this environment, right? Everything's moldy and rotting, like the cloth in the altar room. But inside the guard room, there is a half collapsed wooden stand, and set on top of it is a set of leather armor, which is miraculously unscathed. Right?
Nice.
It looks new.
Looks better than yours, Laszlo.
Yeah.
Take a look.
You don't see the issue in that?
It's 9 feet tall, right?
Everything else here is moldy except that piece of leather.
And it's 9 feet tall.
Yes. But the same could be said for Tromwell's new blade and for this disc, this glaive of mine. So, and they have served us well.
So far. You'll have to forgive my skepticism. We shall see, but it does make me suspicious, and I'm happy with my leather, as it fits nicely.
I'm taking it.
So is it oversized?
Well, you need to try it on, but it looks big. Yeah. Maybe you can adjust a few straps here and there. Is anybody going to try that, or
Especially after it alters your appearance, makes you more female looking.
I can't really cast magic when I'm wearing armor, but I could try to put this stuff on. Sure, why not?
all right? So you start adjusting it, and somehow, as you move the straps, there are places for the buckles to go, right? And once you finish adjusting it, somehow it fits you perfectly.
No, look at this. I probably look rather fetching.
Yeah, we'll see if it keeps shrinking.
Nope. So far, and I'm
No,
checking all the
so
important
far,
spots.
feels good. Yeah.
It's good.
Excellent. So Laszlo, you're the explorer. Do you think that this was some sort of temple, some sort of stronghold?
They're guarding some. They're probably guarding that blade you hold there. It looks like there's some serious power in that bad boy. But I don't know what other purpose this place might have held, or would I know what other purpose? Do I have something that like this
As
looks
far
like
as-
anything more than an altar to, protect the magic item that was being held by the ominous statue?
Yeah, it's possible. Or it might just be an altar to some gods that you don't recognize. You remember that in the well, there's a statue of a lady holding two of those rings, right? One in
Mhm.
each hand, and then there's the more lifelike life-sized statue of the guy kneeling with one of the discs. So there's what seems to be a room with guards and an area with priestly cloth, right? Some
We
sort
didn't
of
see any-
altar, but it's you don't really.
We didn't see any more of those. I don't know if it were amber colored or something. Those rocks.
No, the orange colored rocks. No, you haven't seen them. There's none here.
I'm taking the armor off and I'm chucking it towards Laz. I tell you want this stuff. These things that were incantations, and I was able to get one of the skeletons to rise. Maybe
Nice,
hunch. It's like,
nice.
here, give it the silver. Here, carry it. Or, well, carry this torch. Let's take a hold of this damn thing.
Right, so you got a 9 feet tall skeleton to help you. Nice.
Which
Urge
mechanically is just the same as any other skeleton. But
Hey, it looks
take care of
awesome.
this.
It's awesome.
He lurches
And it's got that
around.
third eye.
Yeah, it's got the third eye. That's right. A few cracked bones because it's assembled from different skeletons, right? Maybe a mismatched arms or mismatched legs, right? So
And
maybe
walk in a
it sort of
circle.
hobbles, right? It just like, but it works. And so yeah, so that's pretty much all the rooms and stuff you find. What's next? Back to the cabin to hand in the.
Yeah.
Thanks so.
Yeah.
Now, Lazo, if you'd be happy, we can go back.
Yeah, I would like that. I'd also like a nap and a drink.
Oh, we can have that too. Look at this thing. This is amazing. How do you
I
just think
suggest
this?
a drink first, but hey.
And then we can split, and then we can split our shares of the treasure.
That's true. That's true.
Tromwell. I know I liked you.
So when you make it back to shore, what do you do with the skeleton? Do you keep it just follows you, or
Walks
I'll
through
keep
the
it
water
around to
with it.
terrorize,
Yeah.
Come on.
Let
Are
it,
you gonna
let
t-
it, well, so let it fall, and then it's big, so I have to put the pieces in the boat.
okay. No, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But
You're not gonna keep it around to terrorize the common folk.
Well, yeah, but it only lasts for a little while. I can't.
oh,
make
cool.
it
But you
still-
can keep the bones, right? Maybe you can
Yeah.
reassemble it later. So.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you make it back to
Kira
the
works a
ranch.
different kind of hoarder.
Yeah. And as promised, the rancher Taggart is ecstatic, right? That you managed to. I can't believe you actually managed to survive that place and the locket. You are truly great warriors. You have fulfilled every expectation of every facet of your employment has been exceptional, as promised. And he draws a bag, a heavy looking bag, and says, this is your reward for getting my locket back. my wife's locket, right? And so he puts it on and gives you 2,000 pieces of gold as reward
Nice.
for this place, right? I have to confess, I haven't calculated experience, but I'll get on that ASAP for the monsters, right? And Jose keeps tally of the money, so Jose
Right,
knows.
So if you guys wanna, right now, our shares are 660 gold pieces each. If you just wanna write your own wealth.
Nice.
So I'll just start with the next adventure. So everybody has 660 pieces of gold. I just converted the silver because it's just
Right.
Yeah.
I tell you, I mean, we can get closer and closer to retirement there, Lasso. Or we
is
can
a
just
little
blow all this like
dungeon.
we usually do. How fast do you think it's going to take Tromwell to spend all of that? Come on, Lasso, you want to take a bet?
No.
Depends on the winches.
Exactly. I say 2 days. They give him 2 days.
So you guys should be looking at the player map, which
Right.
you have available in the Google Plus Drive anyway.
Yeah.
To check out. You are at the Amethyst Lake. There's a little triangle. That's the actual ranch, right?
Right.
The square with the line in the middle was where you were. This is where the dungeon was, right? And so Karn Buldar is the city that you originally came from.
Right.
And the Labyrinth of Shadow, as you can see in the center with the Tower of Shadow, is a known landmark, right? It's a forest and there's a hill on it with the mysterious tower whose lights have begun to shine at night, right? There are some giant statues over the land, and they're marked with the stars, the white stars on the black dots. And you had some rumors and stuff, which I don't even know if you remember, but I believe I posted those on the Google Drive as well. Hang on, let me see if I have it.
I know I was following some bandits into these lands.
Right. Silveraxe, here we go. I don't have the rumors up, but I'll look them up and post them.
Mine was a long time ago, halfling miner by the name of Forgel claimed he uncovered something quite valuable and rare while digging. He never returned.
Right.
And we talked to Bulgrim, the dwarven miner, and he told us the story.
Right. And so do you know that up north in the map, there is an area known as Forgel's Peak, right? Because it's rumored he had a mine, right? He discovered a vein of precious metals, right?
Gentlemen, I think we should probably return to Karn Buldar, maybe get some better armor, get some horses. We'll make this easier now that we can afford them.
Yeah, horses would be good. I'm sick of walking and all that.
And
Tromwell
we can get Kervork a new shovel. ¿Cómo se llama eso? Patacabra, crowsfoot?
Crowbar.
Crowbar. Crowbar. for those nasty lids.
Yeah, that should be Kervork's weapon, like a sharp shovel that he wields it as a battle axe or something.
And a crowbar as a backup weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Could do that.
Nice. All right, so so we'll do the journey to the town, and buy whatever you need for next session, and then kind of plan where you wish to go. Take a look at the map and maybe discuss it for next session, like where you want to go.
Good.
Right.
Sounds good.
I think I want to hit that. I think Tromwell would like to go to explore that tower, that ominous tower on the hill.
All right.
The Tower of Shadow.
Yes, the Tower of Shadow.
And you stand behind him. You saw what he did to
Yeah.
those skeletons. Took me like forever to put one of those things back together. I still think I got it wrong.
Either that or explore some of these strange statues.
You just want to see if those statues will animate so you can fight them, Tromwell. Come on.
Right. And you got a couple of maps to
Yep.
deal with. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to look for those rumors if there's like another one.
Oh, mine are just nothing civilized lives in the Labyrinth of Shadow, and any elves we see are in the forests are reclusive and like to hunt dwarves,
We don't.
which
no
I
one said
get.
dwarves. We're not that wholesome either. It'll be okay, Lazo.
All right. So you guys can take your time planning this out, and we'll figure out next time.
Yeah, we'll take a vote. Figure out how we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I think probably just go to of our goals, the one that's closer to the city. And do that one first. We're gonna explore this whole damn valley. It's the last thing we do.
Oh yeah.
All right.
The
Excellent.
completionist.
With Laszlo kicking and screaming. Go scout it out. Do we have to? Come on.
Yes, we do. You go first. Yeah. Nice.
Poor bastard. All right. And the
Yes.
stream.
Yes, poor bastard.